All right, so here's Latitudes. I'm afraid she's not in the most picturesque either condition or place right now. She's in the haul-out basin getting taken out because there's this storm meant to get here this week. But we'll have a walk down her first. I'll try and not step on this line. You can see that the hull's in real good shape all along. There's no dings, no nicks, no bangs, no bongs. Big, huge fenders protecting her. Little thing on that window down there from a fender probably rubbing on it. The boom, as you can see, is in real good shape. It's a good big boom too. This has got a hell of a big mainsail, this thing. The mast is right over here sitting on that set of stands, and there's the radar on it. You can see it's got a fairly fresh life raft. That big double kayak, I believe, comes with the boat. And let's carry on over here. I think it's interesting, this step up, like the poop deck on an older, on an older sailing ship, or in more recent decades, Vagabonds and Formosas had that sort of cool old-time shippy step up. This is some one opening port and two fixed ports that are in the master suite downstairs. We'll see. And something I think is real great here is the ease of getting up onto the back of the boat. You've got lots of steps and lots of ways to get up, so you're going to be feel confident getting onto the boat. You can see up here we've got a real nice set of davits with lots of multiplication on the lines, so you can pick up the motor end of the dinghy easily. A bunch of solar up there on a pretty nice rack, and over here you can see there's no wind today at all. That's a Silent X wind gen, one of the most efficient ones, one of the quiet ones. You can see the blades look really, really sort of high tech. I'm going to stop here and get back aboard and or get up on board and carry on from there. So please hang on. Okay, we're on board and we're making more video. So I'm going to move back here and see if I can actually zoom out just a little bit and get a little more space on it. Here we see we've got a real big rear deck with room. Well, here's a lounging pad here. Lounging pad over there is not there right now. Got huge big princess seats. Let me make sure I'm pointing at the right thing. Princess seats for relaxing in. There's a motor mount over here. You can get another look at this, the caliber of the stainless going on with all the solar and stuff. That's all well made. So I'll carry on around the boat, trying not to fall in. Oh, this is awesome. This is a motor lift crane. I'll step back so you can see it. You can see the set of blocks here. This is to swing out over the stern, and swing it out over the stern. You can pick up the engine off the dinghy, and then you can raise up just the dinghy. If you're going on a long passage, it's a really nice idea to have the motor up on here. It's much less stress. Much less stress on the davit system. So as we go forward, I guess we can look in here now. This boat has a great big comfortable cockpit. I also really like that it's got the Lumar fold-away wheel, which makes it so much easier to get forward and aft as you're sort of living in the cockpit in the boat. You can see that it's got a great big huge Raymarine plotter on it and two new Raymarine displays. I guess one of them is the new pilot display and one is a new multi-display. The new Raymarine stuff is really nice. One thing on this boat, the Traveler is out of the way. The Traveler's up here, so you operate it from down below with these lines. But that gets that nice and up and out of the way, and it's not something you're ever tripping on. Obviously, I guess I have to apologize slightly that we have no mast to ooh and ah over, but you can see the mast in the many pictures that I took. So this kayak, again, I believe goes with the boat. Try not to step on anything that my foot will go through. Oh, the life raft here, I don't think I can tilt down enough for it. It's got a hydrostatic release, so if you chuck it in, it goes by itself. And there's a rubber snake that's terrifying and keeps all the birds off. Over here we got a great big Delta, and we've also got a great big Bruce, so you have your choice of which one of the anchors you want to give a try. I'm afraid I can't open the anchor locker right now because the boom is over top of the end of it. So let's go back again. Maybe get a nice long look at the boat. She's a pretty big girl, especially when you take the mast off. You get a sense of just how big she is. The other thing maybe to point out is she's got a really beautiful bimini top and splash, or dodger, I guess in Canada we call it. Keep you out of the weather. Very rarely are sides put in this part of the world. When I sailed from Canada, I was very happy that I had the sides, but they're almost never used here, and so you end up rolling them up and putting them away. I'll climb into the cockpit. You see we've got an Edson fold-away table. The Edson fold-away table in starboard is really nice because you're never going to have to varnish it again. Starboard, in case you don't know, is obviously a man-made material. It's kind of like cutting board, but it's way, way denser. So it's called extra high molecular weight polyethylene. And starboard just lasts through UV. It lasts through cuts and scrapes. It's really, really great stuff. Not everybody waxes that poetic over a cockpit table. So here we are, the companionway. I'll just turn this off now so I can safely go down the stairs. Maybe before I go, I'll point out sheet winch, halyard winch, halyard winch, halyard winch with electric, and sheet winch over there. So lots of winches to do the job. So now I'll turn this off. To me, the killer feature of the boat is this great big master suite. And so I'm going to start here. So we've got a large queen, beautiful headboard, opening ports at the back, opening ports on the side. Got all this storage over here, just mountains and mountains of storage. This is a washer spin dryer that goes with the boat. Little reading lamps above the bed right there. And then over on this side, you've got this bedside storage. I guess the other side has the same sort of bedside storage. Just makes you really feel like at home, a nightstand beside your bed. And then look at this giant big hanging locker, sort of a vanity you can pull out to get ready. If you want to go out for a nice dinner, the Admiral can put on a little bit of makeup and make herself feel really extra pretty. There's some more hanging locker there. And the quality of the woodwork is really beautiful. This isn't any sort of IKEA stuff. This is all real wood, and it's all joined really beautifully. For boats of this era, this is pretty impressive. This is something that's not happening anymore. Certainly if you buy anything really new, it's all knocked down IKEA furniture. I guess the last thing we need is the bathroom over here. We've got a respectable sized bathroom with a separate shower, but the separate shower is also the head space as well. So the head will get wet when you have a shower, but you can only do so much in boats of this size. But it's a nice big space, and it's got an opening port right here as well. So it'll breathe really well. I'm going to carry on now out to the salon. In here is Jenny. Down here is engine. There's good pictures of that in the pictures portfolio, so I won't open that right now. You notice here again, when talking about storage, here's another big, huge locker for putting. I might be use it as a pantry locker. I don't know, but it's floored to chest height as well. Over here, we've got this large, impressive electrical panel set up. We've got macerator controls, we've got fuel tanks, we've got a big major breaker. I guess that's for the windlass. Then we have a shore power side with aircon controls. We've got a 12-volt side. And over here we've got bits and bobs. This turns on the inverter, and this starts or kills the starter battery. We'll remember that this has got quite a large lithium bank. I can't remember exactly the size right now, but that's in this printed material. More storage again. More storage down here. I'm sorry, they're getting ready to haul the boat out, so it's just a tiny bit of a mess right now. We'd like it to be more beautiful, but it is how it is today. Here's the nav station, all ready to rock. It actually looks like it's really comfortable, and there's a large big desk inside. And the skipper loves the big desk. It becomes the best junk drawer in the place, and everybody, as you know, needs a junk drawer. There's a small TV in the boat here, some nice lamps, and some more storage, and some more storage, and a nice big table. Very large, comfortable settee. The cushions are in real good condition. They won't need replacing anytime soon. One thing you find in the tropics is they do get sort of perspiration on them, so they probably might want to be steam cleaned, which is an inexpensive upgrade. And then here it is. Look at the size of the galley in this boat. And I'm sorry about this. As I said a moment ago, we're just getting ready to haul this boat out tomorrow. It was meant to come out today, but it didn't. So storage, fridge, freezer, storage down here, trash bin, more storage, drawers, drawers, drawers over here, storage underneath the settee, storage behind the settee, storage down and behind, storage over here, storage up here. You can see the air conditioning outlet right there, and a pair of nice speakers, and that looks like a propane sniffer up in the corner. And I guess the other thing to point out is we've got some opening ports back in the corner over here, over there. We've got another one here, but we've got all these windows as well. So it's getting a little bit later in the day, but you can see it's still good and bright in here. So that's pretty appealing as well. You don't want to live in a cave. My last monohull was it wasn't as well lit as this. It came from a period quite a bit prior, and it wasn't as well lit. So we've got a forward cabin. I'm afraid right now, but again, because we're putting the boat away, it's pretty full of stuff. That'll be a jib. This is the kite. But here we've got a great big Pullman bed that's very comfortable. I'm not the biggest fan in the whole world of V-berths. I don't think anybody's comfortable in a V-berth, but this has got a really nice Pullman setup, so there's room for 2 adults to sleep very comfortably. And in here, again, like everywhere else, we've got storage. A big locker here, a big locker down the bottom, a drawer here, storage up on top of the cabinetry up here, storage behind here, big bunch of storage back there, storage up here, and I guess, well, that's more like foot space. And then that's another gas sniffer there. So I guess if that's 2 gas sniffers, that's going to be carbon monoxide, not propane. To open up the boat a little bit, it's interesting that it's got this set of louvered doors to go between the salon and this forward berth that I really imagine would make the boat feel a lot more open. I guess one thing I'll wait, I'll do that in a second. And then here's your second head, and it's another wet head, but here's a shower up here. It's got an opening port up in the ceiling. It's got an electric flush head. It's got a sink over here. Here you get to meet me in person. A great big huge mirror to get ready, and a sink to work in, and some more storage down here. I think there's a theme here of storage. There's probably access to winch behind that panel there. So it's about 100 degrees in St. Martin today, and this boat has been closed up, so I'm absolutely running sweat. So I guess here's the final view. This is the view of this big salon from the other end, and the wood is beautiful, the light is beautiful, there's so much space, big comfortable companionway to get up and down even in bad weather with the hooked up stairs to get your foot on. Lovely curtains, which is a nice sort of feminine touch, which like I don't do, but I would like it if we had that sort of thing, but it's not something I get around to on my own vessel. Here we are. I guess we can look at a big 3-burner stove with oven. Of course, it's gimbaled because it's on a monohull. And again, here's more storage. Here's dish storage. Here's storage in the corner. Here's storage up here. Opening port right above the stove. That's awesome to take away cooking odors. And that's about it. This is the Hunter 420 Passage Maker. Passage, I guess it's called. So I'm Richard. I told you a minute ago I'm pretty hot. I'm Richard from David Walters Yachts. Thank you for watching this walkthrough demo. I think this is a beautiful boat, and I think it's a really good value. If you look at the list of all the stuff that was improved by these people when they bought the boat only a year ago, they've decided that really this isn't the dream they wanted. The dream they wanted is to live here in St. Martin, and I can't blame them because it's awesome here. Anyway, very nice boat. Once again, thank you for watching. I'm Richard Findlay, and maybe I'll put down there all my contact information. Thanks very much.